All right, so it's gonna get real. I've never done this before on my channel. Today, I'm going to share some of my craziest celebrity encounters. Now, I'm just not talking like, oh, I saw them from afar. Like, I was in their airspace, like with them. So today I'm gonna share three. I'm not gonna share all of my stories because a girl doesn't give it all up on the first video. I'm going to share three stories. And if you guys end up loving this video, if you look below and you see that subscribe button is red, give it a little tap and turn it gray so that way you can see me next week or not. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. And for those of you who don't know, I have a background as a celebrity wardrobe stylist for 15 years. And so naturally, when you're a celebrity wardrobe stylist, you have stories. So I'm going to start with my scariest story. So I was in Vancouver with a client. Now I'm not naming any names. Well, maybe I'll name a few. Yeah, I'm gonna name the celebrity names. But I won't name a few names because that's a whole other story. So I was with a client and we were in Vancouver and they were making an appearance in that movie called Fantastic Four. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. Chris Evans was in it, Jessica Alba. I mean, there were so many people and my client was making an appearance. So here I am, you know, I'm so young, by the way. This was like 13 years ago, 14 years ago. So I went with my client and we're hanging out with the cast of Fantastic Four. And you know, I'm so young and so new in this industry. I'm just like trying to stay professional, but I'm like, oh my God, geeking out. So we're hanging out in Chris Evans' trailer and he's a super cool guy. It was actually, I think, when he was dating Jessica Biel. He was with Jessica Biel. And you know, he was super cool, chill, just like normal guy. And it was a great weekend. Jessica Alba had come in. She had these cute little dogs. It was before kids. It was before husband. Like this was so long ago. It was literally like 13 or 14 years ago. So we like partied one night with, you know, a few of the cast members and their assistants. It was so much fun, like such a cool crowd. So I fly home and I fly home with my client and, you know, when we're at the airport, we're like, okay, bye. And, you know, I get in the car to go to my house and she goes to hers. So all of a sudden I get a text. No, did we text then? No, it was a call. I don't think we were texting 13 years ago. Whatever. I get an SOS, an alert, a smoke signal that Jessica Alba's assistant was in a coma with meningitis and that I needed to rush to the hospital to make sure that I didn't contract it. And I'm like, I guess I was on the phone. And I'm like, what? And they were like, yeah, I'm on my way to the hospital right now because we were with him last night. Like that was the night we all like partied and went out together. She's like, did you touch anything that he touched? And I'm thinking like, wait, I was just with this guy yesterday and he's in a coma right now in Vancouver with meningitis. Like, what is going on? So I'm freaking out because I was thinking about, okay, did like we exchange fluids? Like, did I shake his hand or and I'm like, oh my gosh, we were eating these nuts. And he was eating them too. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm calling my parents and I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I'm like, meet me at emergency. And I told them the whole story. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And of course, when we get into the emergency room, I see a childhood friend of mine that I hadn't seen in like 15 years. It's like, great. And I'm like, oh my God, I think I may have meningitis or SARS, or I think it was meningitis or it was SARS. I don't know. It was something like that you can contract. So they immediately put a face mask on me. So I just felt like I was scared to death. Like we didn't know. The fact was that someone that I was around was in a coma and was severely sick and in critical condition. The memory's a little foggy, but I forget. I think they did a blood test and everything and I was free and clear. But oh my God, sitting there, by the way, I also felt like I was 2 years old again because I'm like sitting in the doctor's office, like in emergency with my mom and dad in the two chairs with my face mask on. I'm like, oh my God, I may have meningitis. I can't believe this. That was an incredible trip, but no, I'll take it all back. I don't want to hang out with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans ever again, blah, 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 blah. So thankfully, everyone was okay. To be honest, I mean, I heard that he came out of a coma and he was back to his normal self and he got through it, thank God. And I was fine. So it wasn't a tragic outcome, thank God, and everyone was okay. So that was my scariest celebrity experience. And it also was fun, but it also was scary. It was terrible, actually. Okay, so this next story is truly like the pinnacle of all of my celebrity encounters, because this was like so major. So I am at the Cannes Film Festival with a client, and we're in the elevator. Now, to be able to attend the Cannes Film Festival is just like beyond, like it's like unbelievable to ever even be a part of a global event like that. It's just unbelievable. So my client and I, we were in the elevator, and in walks Snoop Dogg, and I am completely and unapologetically starstruck. I have seen Tom Cruise, I have seen Beyonce, I've been literally that close. I have Angelina Jolie, like so close to all these celebrities, literally arm's distance. Nothing. Snoop Dogg walking in, blubbering idiot, giddy schoolgirl, just beside myself, because I'm a massive, massive fan. So he walks in this baby blue velour suit, like a floral do-rag, and just like so Snoop, exactly what you would expect him to be. And and I'm like freaking out inside, like, oh my God, this is like my youth. Like I've listened to Snoop since I was a teenager and blah, blah, blah. So we get to talking, and he's like, what are you girls doing? And blah, blah, blah. And we're talking to him, and he is like alluding to wanting to hang out. And it sucks because I'm with my client and they're lame. I won't say who it is. They're lame, and I'm like, oh great, we're never gonna be able to party with Snoop because they would never do that. And I'm just trying to be professional because I'm the stylist, I'm with my client, and I always like to be very buttoned up with my celebrity clients. It's very important because it's not about me, and I don't wanna make it seem like, you know, I'm like star hungry or whatnot, but inside I'm like, oh my God. So we get out of the elevator, and Snoop is staying on the same floor as us. So we get out, and I'm seriously like shaking inside. And he's talking to my client because obviously they're a celebrity and he's a celebrity, and like celebrities like talk to each other. And I just freak out. And as we're walking, he's like, hey, let me get your number and let's try and hang out later. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So being professional, my client gives them their number, and I'm thinking, oh great, we're never gonna hang out with Snoop now. So I go into my room to get ready for the night. So I'm blow drying my hair, and all of a sudden I hear a knock at the door. And I'm like, hello, who is it? I turn off the hair dryer, and I don't hear anything. So I'm like blow drying my hair a little bit more, and I hear a knock again. And I turn off the hair dryer because I think it's like the cleaning lady or whatnot. Someone bringing towels, you know, coffee or anything. The paper. Not who it ended up being. I turned off the hair dryer. I'm like, who is it? And no joke, you guys, it's Snoop Dogg. And he's like, it's your neighborhood Snoop, open up. And I froze. I quickly looked down to see what I'm wearing, and I am in a full-on panic. Like, Snoop Dogg is knocking at my hotel room, and he wants to come into my room. Like, should I be scared? Should I be excited? I can't be either, because I'm just freaking out. So what do? I put on a bra. Very important. When a male enters the room, or anyone for that matter, a male enters the room, I put on a bra, and I am like, by now it's an out-of-body experience, full on. Like, I was giddy in the elevator, now he's knocking and like wanting to hang out, or I don't know what he's wanting to do, whatever. So I opened the door, and I had an ocean view of the, what is it, the Med, right? Or the Adriatic Sea, I don't know. It's irrelevant, who cares? So I open the door, and he's like, man, he's like, you got a real nice room. This room's nicer than mine. And I'm like, I am a people person. I don't fold under pressure. I was just like, and he just walks in my room and is checking out. Remember, he's like 6'5" or something. And he's like, yeah. And he wasn't being creepy or weird. It's just being Snoop, which you would think he would be. He's like harmless, gentle giant. And he sits on my bed. And I'm like, I probably still had the hairdryer in my hand. I don't even know what was going on. I definitely wasn't playing it cool, and I wasn't like being like a girl that he may want to hang out with. I don't think. Sits on my bed, and he's like, yeah, we need to hang out. And I'm like, yeah, you got, you know, so-and-so's number, like text us later. And it was just small talk. And then he was gone, and I swear it was like out of a movie. Like when he walked out of my room and I closed the door, I swear I think I turned my back to the door and like slid down and like sat on the floor and was like, oh my God, it was just in my hotel room. Oh, so wild. such a wild experience that I'm so grateful for, and such a positive experience. And so that's my Snoop Dogg. So if Snoop, if you're watching this video, remember me. No, he's been in a lot of hotel rooms. So that's just like a really fond memory I have. All right, one more story, and then, because I can't tell you everything or else, you know, maybe there needs to be a part 2. You guys, let me know if you love this video. I've never done like a story time of my life or things that have happened in my career. So please let me know if you love this video. And also let me know if you want me to talk about a certain subject, or I don't know, childhood, or I don't know, whatever it may be. Another story, when I was in Cannes Film Festival, I mean, a lot of great things happen if you ever get to go to the Cannes Film Festival, because like A-list celebrities are just like everywhere. Like, oh, getting a coffee. Oh, A-lister. Oh, celebrity. Oh, tying my shoe. Oh, there's a celebrity tying their shoe too. Like, I was a stylist for Access Hollywood, and they do, you know, they do coverage and they get to talk to all the celebrities. So we were going on Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, I don't remember who he was at that time, but you guys know, on his yacht. Like, we were going on his yacht to like hang out and then do like a day in the life of Diddy, and they brought me. So I'm like, oh my, like I'm going on Diddy's yacht for work, okay? So, cause they needed a stylist. I was working for a production, like just in case someone, you know, had a wardrobe malfunction, Lindsay's there. So the anticipation of going on Diddy's yacht was just like through the roof. I like called my family, I called my friends, like, oh my God, this is happening. So we arrived, and this stunning palatial yacht, and he had us hop on. And I think from what I remember, he did pour some champagne. I think I did drink a little. I forget. Again, you guys, I was really young. So first of all, the memories are a little foggy. And second of all, I wouldn't have acted as sophisticated as I would now in my 30s as I did when I was like in my early 20s. But yeah, he was super cool. It's just like the whole larger than life experience of like hopping on Diddy's yacht. We're in Cannes, France. I'm drinking champagne. What is happening? Oh, and I'm getting paid to be here. Like, what is happening? So I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, you know, kind of reminiscing, and it's so cool. You know, I worked really hard to get into this industry and to kind of roll the time back and think of these really cool, monumental experiences that have happened along the way. It's just fun to sit and reminisce. So that was my story with Diddy. No, nothing crazy happened. We weren't like doing shots and stayed up till 4 a.m. dancing under the stars on his yacht. No, it was just a few hour encounter, but it was a memorable one at that. So I have a list of a few more encounters to share, but I think it's really important to know if you guys even like this video, if I tell a good story, if I get too handsy and you're like, Lindsay, put your hands down. How can anybody tell a story like this? Oh, I guess you can. Okay. All right. So am I too handsy? Maybe I just need to relax. No, it's good. I can't. These stories are so exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Please make sure that you check back on Wednesdays and Saturdays for videos. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, turn that little red button gray by giving it a little tap. And thank you so much for watching. Bye, everyone.